And every country, like the US, like other cities, especially bigger cities, have problems, right? So depending what you do, where you are, where you like, how you move yourself. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about safety benefits using an international matchmaking service, because it's very different using our service. And I always talk about, and John talks about, and Anna, and everybody talks about why there's a difference in using maybe dating apps or maybe self-organized dating sites in different countries, and what is the difference between an international matchmaking service and helping you, feeling you more safe, because some of you have reached out to us, and I'm going to address that for a moment, giving you some tips as well about what to do in Medellin. And in general, it's an amazing city, amazing people, and I really recommend you going to Medellin. It is amazing. So maybe some of you guys, I know that some of you guys watching this show have been to Medellin with us or without us, but maybe with us on a tour, on a date, individual, on an elite club. If you can maybe comment tonight and just share your experience, how Medellin was for you guys. I would really appreciate you putting some positive feedback here, or also negative, obviously, if you have, but I imagine most of you have positive experience, because as I said, I got to Medellin. It was basically my first city in Colombia, and I was blown away. It was 10 years ago. It was not safer 10 years ago than it is now. And I was a woman traveling by myself. And so if I was able to do it 10 years ago at age of 24, you would be able to do the same. So let me dive right into the thing, right? So I always, when I recommend going to Colombia, I always tell you guys, Medellin for dating is amazing, because the women are very beautiful and very great and very open, very nice, like very approachable. They want you to feel at home. Like Medellin, the people are just really cool people, really nice people. That's why it is also one of the most, I think it won the award a couple of years ago for the most innovative city in the world, because it's really upcoming, progressing. I was talking to Manuela today, and she was like, Maria, I'm so angry, I'm so pissed off, because I love my city. It's such an amazing place, and there are a couple of bad people where they're all over the world, and now it's like in the bad news, and people have to be careful. And I said, Manuela, don't worry. There's always, like, guys, if I would have listened to the website of the safety department of Germany, I would have never been traveled to that. And never to Ecuador, never to Colombia, never to Guatemala, never to Honduras, never to Mexico, never to Panama, never to Costa Rica, ever to any of those countries. And I've been to all of them, and for several times, for months, even I lived in lots of them. And every country, like the US, like other cities, especially bigger cities, have problems, right? So depending what you do, where you are, how you move yourself, you can obviously be safe or not safe. I mean, there's a lot of common sense, right? And so, but obviously dating, you're more vulnerable maybe than just being in a normal travel environment, because you're opening yourself to meet people, to really be with locals. And believe me, the Colombian locals in the Medellin, the Paisas, are just great people. But you have to be a little bit careful, right? Not trust everybody, not go to places, not take go to a lot of party. Look to the people you talk to. If you have very attractive women coming to you, hitting on you in bars, in the street, you know that they are working girls. It's not illegal here, and you have to be careful. So, and now talking a little bit about what is the difference using our service and using other services, or using just a website, or just using a app, right? In my country, Germany, you can use apps, dating apps, for meeting. I mean, I have my best friend. She met her boyfriend. They have a child together. They're together for 5 years. They're very happy. They met through Tinder, right? So there are a lot of great places to meet through apps. And there are a lot of different apps and a lot of different websites, right? There are in Colombia, there are different self-organized websites where you pay less. but you save a couple of dollars, but you don't have any safety measurements really, right? And so in countries like in Germany and other parts of the world, you can go to different apps, you can meet people, but anyway, you have to be like in times before when you go in a bar and you meet people on the street or you met them on the bar. You also let your parents know, your friends know, or anybody know where you're at, what you're doing, who you're meeting. You just didn't believe anybody just blindly, right? And that doesn't change. So there are countries where definitely it's easy and no problem and safe to do so. Colombia is not that country. You have to be a little bit careful because obviously being a foreigner, coming from a different country, having a certain status, obviously you're very attractive for a lot of people. Some are very religious, like they want to meet you, have a good time, make you feel at home and just welcome you. Some obviously might want to take advantage of you. Most don't. But if you give papaya, if you give like the opportunity, and if you put yourself in those places, it can go wrong, right? And so I would definitely recommend you date in Colombia. I would definitely recommend you date in Medellin. But be clear in what you're looking for and don't get distracted by the beauty, by all those amazing women who are very accessible, who don't mind any age difference, etc., where there are parties involved, where there are penthouses involved, where there are private parties involved, where you get invited to people where you don't know. You have to be careful, right? Those is common sense for me, and obviously that is something really to take care of, right? When you go to any country where you're going to meet people. But please don't be afraid to go to Medellin. It's an amazing city. It's a beautiful place, amazing people. But be careful when everything is like, I always say, for example, to the tour guys, we go on the social, and then usually they go out after Friday or Saturday evening after the tour. So go out, but don't go out alone. Take one or two of the other guys with you, and take some of the girls from the social with you, right? Because they will also make sure that you stay in the group and go to the right places. Sometimes I had guys say, no, I want to go alone, like maybe not in the social, but the day later or whatever. I want to go alone by myself. And I always say, okay, do that, but I don't really recommend it. I know when he says that, what he's looking for, that I don't recommend it. If you want to do it, do it. And there are some places, and you have to, I told that some guys as well, when you go in a bar by yourself, or if you go with somebody, whatever, don't let your drink, if that is your drink and you're in the bar, don't look in that direction, let the drink here, because there might be somebody putting something in your drink. So always have your drink in front of you and look at your drink. Those things, right? You as a man often don't think about that, because that's usually a thing a lot of women do, because they know I have to take care of my drink. Because it could get bad, right? But obviously don't show around a lot of things. Don't look for drugs. Don't look for crazy party. Don't go for working girls. Don't go for crazy penthouse parties where you can get everything for free and included and whatever, like use a certain common sense and don't go crazy. If you don't go crazy at home, then don't go crazy here. And if you go crazy, then go with somebody you trust, and who you can really know that you are in a good environment and a good thing. I love Colombia, amazing country, and I hope you guys get motivated to come here, because you will not regret it. I know you will not regret it.
Searching for that one special woman to complete your life? Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Check out our website at colombianwomen.com. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.